and welcome back to another episode of Ethereal Enigma. You're watching Javelin Studios and I'm Javelin. So, Ethereal Enigma episode 3 just released a few days ago, and the following Friday this week is Valentine's Day. So, for the couples out there, happy Valentine's Day, and for the single people like me and I know the rest of you guys, happy Singles Day, I guess. So, in this episode, we're gonna finish up what's left of episode 2. And I've actually gone through a few, like, I gone through episode 3 a little, and I noticed there are some slight, how do we call this? Some slight alterations to scenes if you choose the free time options differently. Well, it's mainly if you are going, for example, Kira's route, while when she's not available, you go some of Erilynn's route. She might, like, there's some change in some dialogue options, I guess, and she would appear in some scenes, I guess. But for the most part, like, there will be no difference in story, I guess, just some minor changes. So after this episode, I probably would go, I would show off the scenes, the free time events up till the end of episode 2, which are the rest of the 3 characters, which are Erilynn, Mina, and Kosei. I would go through all of them because for the rest of episode 3, it's like you get, until the end of episode 3, you get to go with whatever route you want. So for example, I'm going Kira's route in this run, so when episode 3 starts, it's gonna be, Kira will always be available. Unlike episode 2, because, you know, in episode 2, I think there are two of the free time events you won't get Kira as an option, I guess. So right now, I'll just finish up episode 2, and after that, I think I'll go back and visit some older scenes before progressing into episode 3. So without further ado, I'll continue right now. The next morning, I wake up feeling refreshed. Kosei and Kira will be coming over today to work on our class project. I better get a move on. I throw on some clothes and head downstairs. It's no surprise to see Mina and Erilynn already awake and sitting at the kitchen table.
Morning, cuz!
She glances at the clock.
Or good afternoon is more like it.
I check the time. There's still 15 minutes before it's noon. Still counts. I find some leftover bread from the bakery and split it in half. I'll never understand how Mina is still a morning person on the weekends.
You may wish to hurry as we have company coming over.
Well, that's a nice dress on Erilynn. So, yeah, you know what, I'll just leave it. I'll just explain when you know what, the dress Erilynn is wearing right now, she bought it when you decide to go hang out with her during the free time event. So yeah, you did not go with her. I guess she bought it on her own, I guess. I stuff the rest of the bread in my mouth. As if on cue, the doorbell rings. I cross to the front door and swing it open, revealing a grinning Kosei. Kira stands next to him. Hey guys, come on in. I step aside and shut the door behind them. They slip off their shoes and follow me into the kitchen. Mina beams as soon as they walk in.
Hi guys!
Hey!
Kira nods. We all gather around the table. There's a moment of awkward silence. Nobody is really sure who to start talking. Finally, Mina speaks.
So, the project. Miss Sato gave us a lot of freedom with our presentation. If we can do anything to present, what should we do?
I think So each of these options is, well, this one doesn't like so-called add points to the affection meter in this game, I guess. So since Kira is more of an art student, well, I think she would join the art club or something. We should choose this option, some creative art thing. Well, the skit, well, we'll explore this when we get to know Erilynn more. This one is more of a point to Erilynn. This is a point to Kira. So since we're going Kira's route, yeah, I think something creative would make it more fun.
Something creative? Like what?
I don't know.
We could add art to the presentation.
Erilynn doesn't look too sure.
Wouldn't it be easier to just go up there and talk about it? Why go through the effort of finding imagery?
We can always do both.
I suppose so.
She glances at Kira.
What did you have in mind?
Kira remains stoic as ever, but her fingers flinch in her lap.
I could draw some of the scenarios we research. It can be in the background while someone else presents.
That could work, as long as you don't mind doing all of the drawing.
I don't mind.
Mina perks up.
I think that sounds great. It'll be informative, but creative at the same time.
Yeah, sounds cool to me.
Erilynn nods.
Yes, I'm glad that's settled.
Once we settle on how we should present, we start brainstorming. Mina begins delegating everyone's roles in the group.
Okay, if Kira wants to do the creative part, then the rest of us should figure out who will be putting together the presentation and who will be speaking.
She glances at Erilynn.
You are amazing at public speaking, Miss Grade Representative. I think you could present our information well while the rest of us put the research together.
Erilynn nods.
A most wise delegation.
The roles are starting to get assigned, but what about me? How should I approach this? Let's be... what? Well, let's be the supportive partner, I guess. Yeah, group projects are a team effort. I want to make sure I give this my best. Let me know what you guys need me to do. Mina nods.
Since we're splitting the research, how about you start with looking up our current regime?
Okay. I crack open a book and begin taking notes. The rest of our time on the project seems to go by smoothly. I think we'll actually make a pretty good team. When we take a break, Mina clears her throat.
Now that all of that's out of the way,
She speeds up into a wide grin.
are you guys excited for the Hot Springs trip this year?
Oh, hot springs? That sounds promising. I used to frequent the private hot springs back home in
I cough pointedly.
Sweden, but I haven't been to one in a while.
Mina's eyes widen.
Did you say you have your own private hot spring?
No, she just said the private ones. I think those are the ones that have single pools so you don't have to relax with a group. Are those real? I have no idea. Anything is possible in this fake Sweden. Mina seems to accept it.
I see. Well, I'm excited anyway. And I can't wait to hang out there with Erilynn and Kira.
I think hot springs are quite relaxing.
Indeed.
It seems like Kira is looking forward to it too. The only person who has been strangely quiet is Kosei. What about you, Kosei? Are you excited?
Nah, not really.
What? Why not? He shrugs.
It just doesn't seem that cool, to be honest.
What are you talking about? I thought you loved the hot springs.
Yeah, we're going to be staying in cabins and everything. There will be campfires and hiking. How's that uncool?
It doesn't matter. I'm not going anyway.
Mina blinks, surprised.
Why not?
I just don't have time for it.
But it's a school trip, so it's happening during school.
Yeah, but it's overnight and I can't get the time off work.
I get the feeling there's more to this than he's letting on. Before Mina can argue, Kosei checks the time and then clears his throat.
Speaking of which, sorry guys, but I have to go to work.
She pauses, then nods.
Aw, okay. Do you know what you have to work on for the project?
Yep, I'll email it over tonight.
He stands up and brushes himself off, then waves goodbye.
See you guys later.
The girls wave. I'll walk you out. We make our way to the front door, out of earshot of the others. So, are you really not going to the hot springs?
Yeah, I'm really not going.
That's a bummer. Kosei's my best friend. It won't be the same without him there. I bet if you tell your manager it's a trip for school, they'll let you have the time off. Kosei's face changes.
Dude, that's not the reason.
I thought you said it was. He falls silent. Work is really important to him. I know he works so hard to help out his mom, who's raising him and his siblings on her own. I think back to how his entire wardrobe outside of school is out of date and how the doorbell was broken the last time I visited. And this is where I'll save it for the next few episodes. So this is also one of the free time events that you will encounter. When I think of it that way, all of the pieces suddenly fall into place. Oh, this is really unfair. Kosei deserves to go on this trip. He puts on a brave face.
Don't worry, there'll always be next time. I'll see you around, okay?
He turns to go, but an idea suddenly lights up in my head. Hey, wait a second. He stops as I shuffle my wallet out of my pocket.
No, man.
Ignoring his protest, I hand him the money. No, really, it's fine. He shakes his head.
I'm serious. I can't accept something like that.
Kosei is resolute in his decision. He probably doesn't want to feel like a charity case. He still has his pride, and I'm one of the few people who knows his family situation. What are you talking about? I'm not giving you the money. This is a loan.
A loan?
Yeah, and just like a loan, I expect it to be paid back, so take it. That seems to change something in him. He still looks uncertain, but he finally accepts.
Wow, you must have worked a lot of overtime during this kind of money.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'll be getting all back anyway, with interest.
Uh-oh, what'd I get myself into?
Kosei finally smiles. He nods, looking more like his old self again. He claps a hand on my shoulder.
Thank you.
Yeah. Emotional times like this call for a good old-fashioned bro hug. Come here, man. He blinks.
What?
I throw my arms around him so hard he coughs. Ah, yes. This is the power of true friendship.
Ha! Gay!
He laughs and claps me hard on the back.
Okay, I think that's enough hugs for now.
Yeah, no homo, no homo. He's right. The power of friendship is just too strong sometimes. I pull away. Kosei glances at the time again.
Okay, now I really gotta get going if I don't want to be late for work. I don't need you breaking my kneecaps if I don't pay this back in time.
Alright, see you later.
Bye!
He smiles as he walks out of the door, shutting it softly behind him. When I get back to the kitchen, only Kira and Erilynn are at the table. Erilynn lets out a groan. She slumps forward into a chair and cups her cheek in her palm.
What a long day. I can't believe how exhausting that was.
We got a lot of work done.
I know, but why do I have to do work on this project when I'm going home in a month? There are so many other things I'd rather do with my time.
I pull up a chair and sit down. Because while you're here, you've got to act normal.
I can act normal without doing homework. Maybe this Sweden doesn't do homework.
They do. Everyone does homework.
I understand.
I blinked at Kira. You do?
Homework can be a pain.
Yeah, true. Erilynn smirks in satisfaction.
There, even Kira agrees. When I was back in Velden...
She stops, her eyes suddenly growing wide. Why did you stop? Kira knows you're not from this world, remember? Kira shakes her head. Yeah, you do. You know Erilynn's from Velden. Kira's gaze flicks to the side. What's going on with you guys?
Velden?
Oh... Damn. My stomach drops. Slowly, I turn around. Mina is staring at me, dumbfounded.
Did you just say Erilynn is not from this world?
And this, guys, is where the demo ends for episode 2, that is. But since we got the update on episode 3, we get to continue this. So I'll just end this day. So I'll just end as how I'll do my episode. So when this day ends, I'll just cut the episode. Yeah, it was at this point where, after she said, did you say Erilynn is not from this world? The demo ends. Episode 2 ends there. So we get to continue this, so let's just continue. So yeah, in every story, since she's one of the protagonists, she will eventually... No, she must know as one of the so-called protagonists, I guess. There's no point in hiding it now. Mina overheard the truth, and the right thing to do is to admit it. Plus, Erilynn lives in the same house as her. It's only fair that Mina knows who she really is. Yes, I did. Mina glances at Erilynn.
Really?
Erilynn nods.
But how?
We don't really know.
And why here?
We don't know that either. Mina shakes her head.
This is all so confusing.
That's because he's not explaining it correctly.
Yes, maybe we should start from the beginning.
We go into the explanation of everything we know so far, beginning with the wish and Kira's involvement, and ending with Mrs. Tanaka and Erilynn's remaining time here. Every so often, Erilynn interjects with her own comments or clarifications. Kira lets us do most of the talking, but occasionally will share her side of the story. Mina listens quietly, her expression changing with each twist and turn in the story. She remains quiet even after we're done.
Are you okay, Mina?
Slowly, Mina nods.
Yeah.
Are you sure? She nods again, more confidently this time.
Yeah, I am. It's a lot to take in at once, but in a way it kind of explains some things.
Like what?
I don't know, like some of the stuff Erilynn would say in the explanations would seem off.
I scratch my head, trying to remember some of the things I explained away. Was it really that obvious?
No, not really. But it was stuff like when Erilynn said they all use automated drones, and you said Roombas were all the rage in Sweden. It just all seemed very convenient. I even googled stuff about Sweden because it seemed like it was just so different there.
Wait, really? I didn't expect that you Google it. She looks bashful.
I was honestly curious. Erilynn just seemed really confused about some basic things, and I wondered if life in Sweden was really that peculiar.
Kira looks intrigued.
What did you learn?
A lot of stuff, but nothing relevant to what I was looking for.
I hadn't realized Mina had been wondering about us. I guess sooner or later she would have discovered our secret anyway. It's probably better than she'd learn of it now. Erilynn still looks worried.
Mina, are you not upset?
No, not even close. I'm honestly so relieved. I thought I was going crazy.
A soft smile spreads across Erilynn's face.
Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that.
But I do have one question. Why didn't you guys just tell me?
I wasn't sure if you even believed it. I mean, people don't just fall out of the sky.
I guess that's true. But I'm your cousin. You know you can tell me anything.
I only found out by accident. I don't believe it's something that's easily shareable.
I apologize for keeping it from you, Mina.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You should be. I could have been a big help in your investigation. Better late than never, I suppose. With my help, you're bound to get some answers.
We talk about Veldon and what it's like to be a princess for the rest of the evening. Mina's questions are endless, and when we finally check the time, it's late into the night. Kira excuses herself and goes home. The girls retreat into their rooms and I return to mine. I feel myself grow weary, so I get ready for the night. I'm relieved that Mina is taking the news so well, and I'm glad that now I'm glad that I now have her help and support too. As I slip into bed, I fall asleep, feeling positive about everything. The past month has flown by. We've been preoccupied with balancing work, school, and the investigation. The bakery has been busier than ever. Business is booming and my aunt and uncle race to keep up. Erilynn even offered to help out and is now a regular employee at the bakery. She's somehow able to attract more customers and my aunt and uncles are thrilled. Mina made the swim team and Kosei made the soccer team. They are both a force to be reckoned with. Mina broke the record for the fastest backstroke within the team, and Kosei became the main reserve goalie. That's incredible for her first year. On top of that, it sounds like things have been going well with Kosei's job. He's been in a great mood all month. Kira's officially part of the art club now. Yeah. We've spent more time together lately. She doesn't share her artwork very often, but when she does, I'm always excited to see more. Her drawings and paintings keep getting better and better. She even seeks my opinion on certain concepts and styles. She's clearly learning a lot from the club. Erilynn spent a lot of time working on student council projects after school. I wasn't sure how seriously she was going to take her duties after the election, but she's done an impressive job so far. As a result, I haven't seen all that much of her over the past few weeks. It's a good thing she's found out something to keep her busy. So that's a recap for most of the stuff there. The start of episode 3, yeah, it's kind of a huge not a huge recap, it's like an epilogue of episode 2 kind of. So this is, yeah, I think I'll make a short episode today, so I'll continue this in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching Ethereal Enigma. You're watching Javelin Studios and I'm Javelin. Oh, see you guys in the next episode. Wait, I already said that. So signing out. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.